Former Republican presidential candidate and Trump supporter Dr. Ben Carson issued a statement on the Trump judge controversy saying, quote, "Every human being is an individual first, rather than a member of an identity group. The moment we forget that is the moment we enter into a phase of moral dissent." Dr. Carson joins me now. Dr. Carson, good to see you. You know, this is...
Good to see you, Megan.
Well, what's your take on it? Because, you know, Trump has said repeatedly for days now that it's the mere fact that the guy has Mexican parents, is of Mexican descent, is a disqualifier for him.
Yeah, I actually think it's actually a pretty simple thing to solve. We simply ask Donald Trump, do you believe that a person of Mexican descent can judge fairly in a case that involves, you know, the wall, that involves immigration, legal or illegal? Mm-hmm. Ask him that question. And rather than all of these people going off and speculating, this is what he means and this is what he means. But
this case doesn't involve the wall or illegal immigration.
Yeah, but here's the point that I'm making. People assume on the basis of something that is said what a person believes when they could just ask him.
No, Dr. Carson, you know, Donald Trump has been asked repeatedly what it is about the judge, and repeatedly he has said he's Mexican. That's what he says. He's not Mexican. You know, he's of Mexican heritage. He says he's Mexican, and I'm building a wall. I'm building a wall. The assumption is that he must be pro-Mexico and he must be anti-Trump's immigration policies, which is not necessarily true.
I heard him say today that it doesn't matter what nationality the person is. He said the reason that he was against this judge was because of the judgments, not because of his nationality. I heard those words come out of his mouth.
Okay, Dr. Carson, let's just set the record straight. On O'Reilly, Trump, moments ago, Trump appeared to walk it back without doing so explicitly and said, I don't care what he is. You know, I don't care whether he's Mexican or what he is. But just to show you, see, he said that today, which is Monday. Do we have a soundbite? This is what he's been saying. Watch.
I have a judge who is a hater of Donald Trump. A hater. He's a hater. His name is Gonzalo Curiel, who happens to be, we believe, Mexican, which is great.
What does the Mexican heritage of the judge in the Trump University case have to do with anything?
I think it has a lot to do with it. I've been treated very unfairly by this judge. Now, this judge is of Mexican heritage. He's a member of a club or society very strongly pro-Mexican, which is all fine. But I say he's got bias.
Anyway, he's made clear over the past few days that it's the fact that he's of Mexican heritage that's a deal breaker for him.
But a seasoned politician, before he even got into that, would say, I believe that all people should be treated fairly. I have nothing against this group or that group. They always say that first, and then they go into it so that there's not the same opportunity for misinterpretation. Mm-hmm. He's not a seasoned politician. I don't think he ever will be a seasoned politician. So this will not be the last time that this kind of thing happens.
What did you mean when you were saying we were going into moral dissent?
Well, I mean that anybody who accepts that a person, because of their nationality or the group that they identify with, has a certain way that they must think, is absolutely wrong and is hurting our society. This is what the progressive movement tends to do.
But you do not think that's what Trump is doing
here. For instance, no, they take someone like me, for instance, who's black, and they say, you must think this way. Mm-hmm. You must believe this way. And if you don't, you know, you're this, that, or the other. That's something that the conservatives cannot get into, just because the progressives do that. And I think if you talk to Mr. Trump about that, he will fortify what I just said. But he has an awkward way of saying things sometimes.
Well, honestly, I hope to. I've actually asked him if he'll talk to me about it, and we can have a good debate about it. I love to talk to him directly. Anyway, Dr. Carson, good to see you.
All right, you too, Meg.